a couple of rounds into a Legolan as she rides on. She lets out a yeehaw, and she leaps over the soldier as she rides forward, as a woman whom you can only assume is Victoria Mercer rides onwards. Of course, wearing her hat almost flies off as she leaps up, her other hand grabbing it and replacing it back on her head. And as you guys come up and over the edge of it, a number of the other caravan guards see you guys and shout, "Reinforcements! More reinforcements to the south!" And they begin to come up and prepare to engage you guys. The remainder of your people are going to go and fight a couple of individuals, and you guys are going to have to deal with a small contingent yourself. You guys can choose one NPC besides Elliot that you want to fight by.
Probably Ophelia.
Ophelia is pretty cool.
Also, more aerial support is always nice.
Also true. There's Archer. Soldier.
I can't help but notice all those dark side.
Yes, there are lots of dark side and no light side. So there's going to be 3 Cavaliers, 3 Archers, and 4 soldiers that are going to divert themselves. That you guys are going to fight. There are some others that the rest of them are going to be fighting, but those are the ones that you guys are fighting. I'll drag Ophelia on. And can I have you guys all make or actually I could just roll a vigilance. Ta-da.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh, all the NPCs just go in a group.
Lynn sees that girl and he just lets out a whistle.
And then Lynn gets with Vic.
What? Or
And as Flint comes up over, he says, "All right, you varmints, it's time to get this party started." And he's gonna ride on and engage. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. Player turn first. At the moment, you guys are in. I'm gonna say you guys are in long range from them right now. So if you guys wanted to engage in any sort of long range combat, you could as they approach.
I got nothing.
Is anyone opposed to me flying up and firing off a spell?
Let me down.
I mean, but that's fine. You can hop off if you want to. You don't have to stay.
Take it away, Cat. Do it. Fuck it up.
I'm gonna be. There's archers, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna target some of those archers.
All right, go for it. So are you moving forward as much as you can? Okay, so you'll be able to get within. You'll be able to get within close range because you're on Wyvern back.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd be able to get really because you could if you move 10 spaces, that's the equivalent of 3 maneuvers. So
okay, so that would be taking my taking 2 strain for an extra maneuver.
If you go hard, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then. Do I want to do something fun for like explosive opening? Probably.
Dynamic entrance.
Dynamic entrance. We're gonna go with blast. Okay. Is it just 2 difficulty, or do they have other stuff?
Just 2. Yeah, archers are not exactly powerful. Oh wait, sorry, one evasion, so there's 1 setback.
Good.
Let's roll that real quick.
Okay, so I didn't get to trigger blast.
But you did deal 14
I did 14
damage.
damage.
Oh, Describe how you blast two of them, and two of them are down, and then there's one left who's injured.
Okay, so basically, with a very loud shriek, Misty just appears, and then just like a huge swirl of wind and lightning that just explodes in the middle of them.
And two of them just go flying. Their bows scattering about as they blast. The last one remaining just pelted by sand and dust and debris, and completely taken aback at the fact this wyvern just splashed in and just did that. Next player turn. Oh, you're gonna suffer 2 strain.
I did
Also.
that.
Two additional.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. With the oh, sorry. Actually, never mind. You're not gonna suffer those 2. Instead, they're gonna take that damage at the end of this round as the whirlwind starts to turn around them. It's gonna
Okay.
happen at the end of the initiative, so they'll get to make it.
Okay.
So they will take a shitload of damage in a minute. No, the weapon triangle. We're just throwing it out. We're killing people. So who'd like to go next? Lynn, Chance, or Ophelia?
Could I run up and hop on Ophelia's horse and then use spells to give her haste?
Yeah, absolutely.
Neat.
I think you're probably already still on it at the
Oh,
moment
Sick.
because like you guys are kind of down a couple of mounts.
Can I just instead use that maneuver to then like take another to do another action, or take strain to do another action?
You can. The only way that you could like cast 2 spells in one turn is if you get the tier 5 talent.
I feel like I did that once. I feel like I once gave someone haste and barrier at once. Maybe I fucked up.
I think you gave them. Well, I think that you can augment them and do multiple augments, but barrier and augment are 2 separate spells.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm just gonna give her haste then.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
we're-
Yeah, because
are
you
we
could do the.
downtown?
Yeah. So that'll be 3 difficulty.
Neat. Sick.
Okay, yeah. So, so that'll give her some bonuses, and you can also use 2 advantages or triumph on subsequent things because you're to do the counter spell maneuver too.
Sick.
But that you won't need to worry about until your next turn. So yeah, again, kind of whip up a little past energy around you guys and crackle as you do blast, and she's gonna do that. Lynn and Ophelia, which are the 2 you'd like to go next?
I will try to close the distance. Transform, of course. Which, as I understand it, will be my turn.
Yes, go for it.
Oh well, no. Like I try to close the distance.
Oh yeah.
Long range, which I don't think lets me attack at the end of this movement.
No, but you will get into close range from that. So you'll suffer 2 strain from transforming, and then you'll get into close range. So you'll be able to get up to them on your next turn.
Yay!
All right. So archers are going to go first. The archers are going to take a shot at Misty, the person who's launching fucking wind blasts at them. Oh jeez. I guess they can aim. Nope. So they take a shot, and Misty, you're able to duck and dodge out of the way, but they are going to give they're going to upgrade and give a boost dice to the next person, the next ally who goes, as they kind of let out some suppressing fire. And Ophelia is going to follow up, and she is going to zoop forward as quickly as she can, and she's going to basically catch up with Misty, and she's going to use that augmented attack that she's getting to try and see if she can take out or hit the paladin. What? So as she blasts a bolt of shadowy energy down at the paladin is able to kind of hold up a hand and kind of deflects it with a magical shield. But she is going to use that to recover strain, actually. She's going to recover a bunch of strain because she still had a lot. And let's see. The Cavaliers are going to rush up and attack Lynn.
Rude. I'm just a really big doggo.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't do nothing.
So you have one evasion. So they deal 7 points of damage to you. Just
Really?
2. Yes. You have a lot of soak. Shut up. And the soldiers, considering you're also the only one that is in their reach at the moment, are also going to rush up towards you. And I forgot to get that upgrade and boost dice. So these ones will deal 6 points of damage to you. Or
Ooh.
7, sorry, also 7.
Oh.
They have these should be 5. And they get a free boost dice too. And they're gonna crit you with these 4 advantages they got. Oh wait, no, sorry. They can't. So let us give 2 boost dice to the paladin, who's also going to come up. But he's gonna move forward and instead is going to cast a shield on himself. Oh, with boost dice. Nice. Okay. So he's going to do that, and it will reduce the incoming damage by 2. So a holy blessing appears on his shield as a magical symbol appears on his shield as he moves forward. And that is his turn. New player order.
And then the archers die.
Oh, and then the archers, and then all of a sudden, 2 of the archers go flying. Ah! Like Wilhelm screams as the tornado just erupts from between them.
If no one's opposed to it, I'm gonna go help Lynn out, and I'm gonna attack that paladin.
Do it.
What's the paladin ignoring?
He casts. He's going dashing towards you.
Okay, which can I have some on turn? And I just or it's still allowed until.
No, you can do that. One of you guys can do it.
I just can't.
Yeah, you
double
just
do
do an
it.
action. Whatever.
Okay, then she is gonna claw the paladin.
Do it. It'll be red or black.
And I'm going to. So I had to do 1 move to get up to
Yes.
it.
Oh God.
So he's gonna 3,
What's the base damage on that?
12. So she did 15.
Oh. All right. 15. Ouch. And you with plus 30.
Yes.
Okay, it's fine. This is fine. Fearsome wound. That is, and we get barriers last. Increase the difficulty of press. Fuck, he's attacking. So as Sephora lets out a scream, sinks her talons in the arm for a second, and you can feel over his eyes for a moment as why here? Actually, why?
So I'm gonna stay in game. I'm gonna give a boost die to the next person, and then I'm recover 3 strain.
All right. Who would like to go next? Then
Can I?
yeah, go. Boom, go. You are surrounded by soldiers and paladin.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna Cavaliers because they stabbed me last. I transformed 4.
Yes.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is for the Cavaliers is just 2. Oh, 2 and 1 of them. Sorry, so 2 purple, 1 black.
And so you get boost die?
Yes.
Can I get
So
a boost die for any?
Yeah. If you use your maneuvers to aim,
Yes.
or rather your maneuver, and then suffer 2 strain for the transformation. Yeah.
And also, I'm gonna suffer 2 strain to add the pierce quality.
Oh yeah, with Luna.
Yes.
Oh boy. That's hilarious.
Let's see. Feral strength automatically takes into account.
It should,
this?
yeah. It should be added to the thing. What?
Oh man.
Wow, that's an unfortunate roll.
That's
So many blanks.
Woof.
that's
That's like the non-est anything roll in the world. That's so unfortunate.
that really is.
Well, luckily you can pass a boost dice or recover one strain.
I'm
that
gonna
event.
have to recover a strain.
So you rush forward and the cavalier there's like the horse whinnies and like gets back up on its back legs and like you guys pretty much just like dance around each other for a second, unable to really get a solid hit. Chance, Ophelia, which of the two of you would like to go?
I'll have her go first because what I do is dependent on where she takes me.
That's actually fair. She's gonna try and team up with Misty here. Actually, no, she's not. She's gonna take out that archer because she's a dark flyer. So she's gonna do that. So she spins her sword around, and in a blink of an eye, she like shoots forward and just kind of spirals, and she says, "Hang on tight, Alphonse," and she spins and just like slices the archer down, and he just crumples to the ground. She's then going to activate Gale Force, her masterclass ability, which allows her to hang on, I didn't actually put it on her sheet. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. Fuck, I didn't write it here either. It lets her. I'm pretty sure it lets her suffer 2 strain to when she defeats an enemy to once per turn to make another attack. So she's going to do that, which she's then going to go and try and attack the paladin. So she's going to use another dark magic attack. The paladin is going to suffer 2 strain to upgrade the difficulty of it twice using Aegis. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so she, as she spins around and arcs her lance around, and it kind of shoots out an arc of shadowy energy. The paladin raises its shield, and there's kind of an Aegis light that kind of reflects the majority of it, but a little of it still punches through and puts some on him. He's going to go next, and he's actually going to ride forward with his one maneuver,
Background around me.
and is going to make an attack against Ophelia. Or actually, no, she's going to attack Misty. Paladin is like, or he is going to attack Misty, rather. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it.
Place every
All right. Oh, and actually, yeah. So Misty, you're going to take 9 points of damage, physical damage.
Can I use barrel roll?
I think you can only reduce ranged attacks with barrel roll.
Oh yeah, it is ranged combat. Okay.
Yeah. So since he hit with his sword,
Okay, that's
you
fair.
barrel roll.
So that's still only 3. So, or wait, oh, you hit Misty specifically.
Yeah, Misty specific.
Okay, then yeah, that's fine.
And Chance, your turn.
All right, I'm just gonna attack the nearest guy near where I am. I assume it's an archer. Maybe not. But
The soldiers, the cavaliers, and paladins are all pretty close to you, so they're on close range. You can pretty much hit whatever you want.
I'm gonna take out one of the paladins. That's who I'm gonna shoot at.
All right, go for it.
Oh, what's the difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be red, 1 black, and it's going to be Aegis.
Okay, damn.
Oh, jeez, this is how you kill him.
Ah, man. I'm just thick ass magic and just point my hand at him, but up and doesn't work, and then just a bolt of lighting out of the sky really torches him. He's like, "Oh, that works."
And it
neat.
blasts him off, of course, and his armor is still tightening. He he stills as he comes to a. And see, the Cavaliers are going to try and get Lynn for being all up in their business. All right, that does hit actually. It's be 6 points of damage. They are not rolling very high damage. 1 point of damage, and they're going to give a boost dice to the soldiers. We're going to follow up and do the same. Ooh, that's better. So you'll take 7 points of damage, and then they're going to use 4 of those to inflict a crit. Ooh, ouch. That one. So you're going to suffer 1 strain every time you perform an action. As you're kind of, you get ready to pounce. It's kind of like that fucking like scene at the beginning of 300 where they just kind of like fall back and like jab you in the back of the leg with that when that giant wolf attacks like Child Leonidas. It's kind of that, and it really hurt. But you're still standing. Nothing permanent, just that was painful. And new player rounds from the top.
May I have another?
Go.
Do it.
I have to redeem myself.
Shut, Moon Moon.
And I'm going to aim again.
All right. So you're at 10 strain.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 for maintaining your form, 1 for performing an action. Oh no!
Oh no!
Why?
What is this nonsense?
I mean, that's a lot of strain you can get back.
Yeah, that's 4 strain back.
Yes. Oh, I forgot they have defensive. Make it 3 strain actually, so you're at 7 again.
I thought I did that.
I'm sorry. Just kidding, it is 4. Ignore me. That was from. I was looking at the wrong person.
66 strain.
Oh. Chance, Misty, Ophelia. There's no reason that Lynn should be missing those attacks.
No.
I don't comprehend.
I'm gonna try and blast one of those minion groups. There's more soldiers, so I'm gonna target them. Are they 2? Is it the 1 defensive for soldiers?
No, it's just against 1.
Okay.
Or what are you attacking with your?
It's a spell.
Yeah, it's just 1.
Okay.
1 base because they don't have any defense against ranged.
Okay. So in that case, we're gonna blast.
Poor Doggo's getting stabbed.
And we're gonna true aim. Man, I'm never gonna be able to trigger blast.
Nope. Never blast, apparently.
But that's still 10 damage.
That's still a lot. And so you let forth a blast of wind that knocks one of them into the other, and he just goes spilling out in an ugly pile nearby. Chance, Ophelia, which of the 2 would you like to go?
I'll do
It's
it.
one after the next, so.
I will also just shoot at one of the minion groups if I can.
All right, do it. Do you want to hit the soldiers or the Cavaliers?
Cavaliers. Also,
Do it.
can I put blast quality on it?
Yeah.
Neat. What's the difficulty?
That is going to be against 1 and then 2 when you do the blast, so just 2.
Neat. 2 purple.
Yes.
Sick. Oh,
no.
what the fuck?
Womp. And so you man, all these like really unfortunately lackluster rolls. And so you shoot out an arc of lightning, and it just it narrowly dodges them as they duck and dodge out of the way of the attacks. And Ophelia is going to take a swing at the soldiers. Nice. So they're gonna take. So she cuts another one of them down and is going to actually crit with the sword because she can do that, and take out another one. So she cuts one and then swings a second time and just slices two of the soldiers down, leaving the one last one remaining. Who is going to try and actually swing in and is actually going to try and go for the squish she made behind the terrifying Pegasus rider.
Oh, squishy am I?
Yeah. They
Sick.
hit. Chance, you're gonna 10 points of damage.
Hot damn.
So 5 after 100 So they swing forward and though Ophelia has to duck it out of the way, able to nick you a little bit side with a little damage.
Well, the important question is my face.
No. Your
Good.
face still
Don't
perfect.
care. My face or my care about.
Oh my
Otherwise, I don't give a shit.
Cavalier gonna keep trying it for Misty. Can't take terrifying Ivern. That's why. Aiming and Chow. 8 points of damage.
-4.
And gonna give a setback dice to you on your next check. Next player.
I try and cut those
Do
cavaliers.
it. Yeah, there's 3 cavaliers and 1 soldier
And
remaining.
they have right.
They have one of it. Yes. Shit.
Okay, so that's 14, and I'm
Good
gonna
lord.
hit him for his attack.
Oh, they do. Oh, just matter. 15. Big deal. Whatever. So Symphora basically just talons, grabs one of the horses by its kind of flips it 2 and 1, and they go. The last one remaining looks absolutely terrified as this fucking goes down. And oh man, Misty's actually really close to being down.
Crossbow maneuver, Symphora.
Okay, that's fair. And next player turn. There's 1 cavalier, 1 soldier left.
I want to type so hard.
Do it. I believe in you.
Outland.
Believe in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? You can also kill both of them.
Yes.
How do you
Yes,
do
I
it?
will.
How do you do it?
Are they on mounts?
One is not.
The one who is on a mount, I jump over the horse and just clamp on the throat as I drag him off. And as I'm dragging him off, I'm just going to say they're next to each other and I'm going to land on the other one.
just like boom. And
then that special doggo shake that they do.
Like the aggressive, I got this chew toy, and it's my bitch shake.
Yes, shake head viciously.
Man, that guy got mauled.
I was having a bad time, okay?
one second. Thing. And as the Ridge Riders and you guys kind of wrap these guys up, a couple of the soldiers near this massive cloth covered cart, you see one of them with a big axe takes the axe and cuts all of the horses loose and just shoos them off, like getting them away. And one of the ones in the back says, we can't let him get the cargo. And one of the individuals pulls out a torch, and he quickly strikes a match, and he throws the torch onto the cloth. And the cloth covering whatever is on this wagon starts to ignite. And what's left of the soldiers just start running.
Somebody want to put that fire out?
Chance, how are you with fire magic?
Not.
How about water?
Nope. I wanted to, but I didn't have enough money to buy new tomes.
If you make an anima check, you could probably try and control the fire.
I'll give it a fucking shot. I'll give it a whirl.
And then it's cinders.
All right. What do I do? What's the difficulty, Eric?
It is going to be make it against 3 difficulty.
Okay.
Can I give Chance a boost die by helping?
You can actually also try and help control it with anima
Okay.
magic. And he's not the only one, by the way. A couple of other torches got thrown in. There are 3.
Do I just light it on fire and make it worse?
No.
Let's fight fire
not
with
a
lightning.
flame.
This will work.
So Misty, you're as you head to one of the sections, one of the 3 fires as they're growing, you start being able to put it out.
Can I choke it out by depriving it of oxygen by doing the wind vortex?
Yeah, I kind of figured that's probably how that would end up going. Both of you guys can make another one. To try and put it out again. This time, as you keep trying to focus your energies to try and smother the fires in your various ways, either by trying to just quench them or otherwise, you guys will both get 2 boost dice on this next one from advantages that you got.
Consistency.
Consistent. And Chance, you can make one too.
Oh, I did.
A second one?
one.
Oh, yeah,
the
you can
second
make a
one?
second
Oh,
one, yeah.
well, shit
Because
on my
it's
dick.
like you're still trying to get it out.
And you get 2
Boop.
boost die.
Boop, boop, 2, boost. Neat.
All right. So the fire started a little bit, but it's started to damage any of the stuff underneath yet. Misty, yours mostly. Chance, yours is. I need to make one more. Chance with 1 boost. Misty with 2. If they don't get put up soon, what's nice? So that's actually just enough to do it. But there's going to be one more, exactly enough to not cause any. Once it rolled over 50, it was going to do it. I rolled up to 49. So you're good. And so as the rest of the Ridge Riders kind of go around and begin cutting off the things that are tying the cloth to the rest of the cart, Misty, you and Chance, you're able to kind of to help by springing a couple of those things as well. And Misty, you kind of with a blast of air, kind of push the charred and burning remains of the cloth off of it, stopping the burn from spreading and saving the cart from being hit, thus ending the initiative. What little soldiers that remain are captured and go from there. And so as everything kind of wraps up, the riders let out some celebratory hoots as they go, and you guys can also now see what's underneath the cart.
Is it a bunch of prisoners?
No. What it appears to be is. It appears to be some kind of mechanism. It's a large apparatus of an origin that you're not exactly certain about. But it seems to be almost like a crate that an individual could kind of get into, a long, almost like a boat.
It's like an early plane.
No, not quite.
Okay.
If you want to take a closer look, you'd have to do that because there's some other stuff in there. But that's just generally what you see, almost like a boat, but it doesn't look like it has any of the things that a boat would need to function.
I'm gonna take a look closer.
Go ahead and make an intelligence. Oh God, you're really bad at that.
Clearly, Chance should be taking a look.
Well, you'll be able to see. Make a perception check to see if you can see everything, not necessarily what it is used for.
Difficult.
Just 2. So you see this boat. You see a number of strings, and you see a large pile of some sort of really thick hide of some kind, and it seems to be. As you kind of smell it, you can almost smell almost like a potent magical treatment to it.
Is this like a little zeppelin?
Maybe.
Can I roll a lore check on it to figure out what it could be?
Make a knowledge warfare or education check. Either one of those would work.
Oh boy, I
So you
got
do
one of
education.
those. What's the difficulty?
Make it 3 for this.
Oh boy. Well, this ain't my wheelhouse.
You've never seen anything like this before. That said, the best guess that you could have is that it is something to do with what they're producing at these factories. It very well could be some sort of flying. But
Well, guys, I have no fucking idea.
what it is, how it works, or anything beyond that, you're not sure. But it's a pretty safe bet that this might be some sort of prototype.
I want to use bot info, Eric.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, are you actually gonna let me?
Don't you have it?
I do, but
Why would I not let
Yeah,
you get it? Yeah, when making a knowledge skill check, you can use this talent to spend an amount, to automatically succeed on the knowledge check 50 times the difficulty. So yeah, if you spent 150, you would absolutely know what it is.
yeah, sure.
That's exactly what the talent's for.
I mean, I expected you to be like, you know what? I'll wait.
No, that totally works. Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
So you actually better with that with Chance's musings, it sparks your knowledge of some of the inside information that you had heard coming from, because you eye on these factories to a degree, especially because Tagwa and Lagu's laborers. This is effectively, it's a kind of flying machine that is meant to be powered by animages. Effectively, the leathery balloon is effectively by the magic of animages, by hot air. What we have here is a magical war machine, because it also has things that protect it.
Oh, they're gonna yes.
Your best bet is probably this may have been from another of the factories. For some reason, parts of this name elsewhere. It looks like it's missing a couple of key pieces, but it probably functions.
Well, whoever's idea it was to sue, you did good.
I reckon.
Yes.
I reckon it'll be me. And after everything is kind of Vic hops off her horse and turns over, kind of flipping and twirling the pistol before planting it in her in the holster as she goes, and she crosses her arms and she looks at all of you guys and is like, "Reckon I ain't seen any of you around these parts before."
I think
No,
I
but I
will
reckon you-
refrain from whistling again.
But I reckon you might be Vic Mercer. You have your cousin's hair.
And she kind of like chews on like the side of her lip for a second. I wouldn't know much about that. Reckon I don't know my cousin. I'm guessing you might.
Hey man, your uncle, technically.
Well, ain't that something? And she, as Flint comes and kind of hobbles his way off the horse and comes over. She runs up and almost tackles him in a hug. Uncle Flint, the hell's are you doing out here? I thought you were mad at me still. And he's got a bit of a somber look, and he said, "Plans change, little miss. Plans change." And that's when she looks over and sees that Tempest was being ridden by somebody who's definitely not Jacob. And her face kind of drops, and she says, "All right, hold on just a gosh darn minute. Where in tarnation's Uncle Jake? Why is Tempest over here, and why ain't he here?"
We were ambushed outside of Ebnet. Magister Dalton's forces. There's a high possibility he might have been taken alive, however.
High possibility.
We didn't see him actually get taken alive, did
No.
we? Yeah.
I ain't like those odds. And Flint puts a hand on her shoulder and is like, "All right now, Vic. We can't be giving up on him like this. Jake's a stubborn old bastard. Maybe even more stubborn. Now, that means he might have pissed him off enough where they just decided to lop his head off, but I don't think so. They know how important he is they know how important he is to Edna. He's an important bargaining chip. Don't think they'll get rid of him that easy." And she kind of cocks her weight onto one hip and looks at all of you and is like, "All right, so what, we planning on breaking him out or something?"
Fidget finger.
Well, that's one of the things we could try.
Our primary objective in coming out here was to retake the factories, ensure the Loyalists don't have them as their advantage. Granted, that looks fairly important that they no longer have. Gestures at the thing.
She nods and like looks over at it and she says, "I don't know much how it works, but I reckon someone does."
I'm sorry, I missed.
She like thinks for a second and she says, "Wait just a gosh darn minute. You're planning on taking the factories?"
That was our objective in coming out here, yes.
How the blazes we planning to do that?
Lynn's gonna point at the cart. Well, this can certainly help.
And she looks at you and is like, "About the thing?"
It's, from my understanding, a flying machine powered by missiles.
Well, a couple minutes I would have said to help us very, very much, but she looks at the group of you guys.
It does missing something, and not actually a technician or anybody else in there. So I don't know if it's important.
I reckon there's only way to find out. Get this thing off the ground if we want to try.
Examining like the thing, hide like attached to it and everything. Like
It's not, but it could be fastened to the casing, like the thing, so that you could tie it to it and use it to fill it up and basically float and be a fuck of some kind.
So effectively, the hide it's basically
That's
It's
The
not like
balloon.
that.
Yeah.
Can I search like the area to find some kind of like I don't know like manual instructions? Like I mean they would without information like manifest or something. Kind of like this thing. See if I find that.
Go ahead and go ahead and make a
Do I get to use my researcher talent?
that would help you to decipher it. Yes. Find it. Finding that you could probably list Lynn for as well.
Yeah,
So
Jack,
learn perception check against-
I got jack shit on that.
Against 4.
Yes. See if you
Jesus.
can't find something that might help.
Can I give a boost die for helping?
I'll give a boost. That basically people looking something that might play like a manual.
Whoa.
Found it.
Well, there it is. It takes but you, after searching around for a bit, find a compartment in the actual Zeppelin itself that seems to have a pretty full but complex guide as to base owner's manual, for lack of a better term.
Welcome to your first Zeppelin.
Pretty
Alright.
much.
Neat. I'm gonna read this manual to learn what it is and how it works.
Yeah, go ahead and make an education check.
Sorry.
And it'll be, I would say a setback dice, but you have researchers, so you'll get that out.
Yeah. What's the difficulty?
It's going to be against difficulty. It's kind of complicated and a bit outside of your ken, so I'm going to say it's going to be against 3 difficulty, and I'm going to upgrade it once.
Okay. Even split. I got nothing, everybody. I got no fucking idea what it is.
Well, actually, let's go ahead and yeah.
Sorry to
So-
get your hopes up. Sorry.
As
That's
you
my
take a look at it, it looks like it's going to take a little bit of work for you to decipher this. It's not outside of the realm of what you'd be able to figure it out, but it's nothing that you'll be able to figure it out in like a few minutes. You'll probably need to like pore over it for like an evening or so to try and get something to. So you might
Okay.
have to basically you guys might have to hunker down for like a day or two.
Which isn't
All right,
a
guys.
bad
I'm gonna need
idea.
cigarettes, booze, and I would say peace and quiet, but I have really bad ADHD, so I'm probably gonna need some side chatter in the background.
Step 1.
Betty, I
let's
can't
not
ask for
be here
titties because the
anymore.
one titty set of bare titties I'm okay with is across the ocean. So no titties.
Look at
Plus, all of the women here are either related to him or in committed relationships.
Exactly. There's no titties anywhere.
Is Vic in her?
Oh,
Check-
Sorry, I forgot Vic is here. Yeah.
No, I have to be loyal and faithful. I'm gonna
Yeah,
need a lot more cigarettes.
Vic is
And a
very
lot
much
more booze.
not in a relationship. She's a free spirit.
Well, if he's
Um,
going to camp out and try to read this manual, book, cipher, whatever the hell it is, we need to try to get this off the side of the road.
Yeah. They I imagine they're gonna probably hitch up some of their horses and try and like make a makeshift pulley, even though they kind of wrecked some of the equipment. So you guys will probably collectively have to help push this massive thing, plus with the horses pulling.
I can also hook some 4 up.
Yeah. So that's kind of this fucking wyvern, man.
I love my wyvern.
So anybody who you guys can all if you would like to make an athletics check, or Symphora can too, to help get this thing on the road. They luckily they have places that they could possibly hide out, but there could be the risk of being discovered as far as something this large is concerned. Let me see if that happens.
I want to try to help hide it.
Okay, go ahead and make a skullduggery check, Lynn.
I was hoping you would say that.
Oh God, you're good at those.
What's
It's going to
the-
be for moving things is going to be 3 difficulty. For skullduggery is going to be 3 difficulty. Add 2 setback dice because of the sheer size of this thing. Stimfora is good at this. She's a swole wyvern.
I would hope so.
So
She's
3
a
and
large
2.
scaly thing.
Yes.
Excellent. Is it too late to pick? Nah, fuck it.
Could Ophelia help him with magic?
Yeah, go ahead and add one more. Roll one more green for me, because she could definitely help you with the aspects of this. Okay, so it'll. You're able to do what you can to hide it. And over the course of the next like 2 days that you'll need to kind of lay low and get some reconnaissance, you guys will not be found. Basically, you made it so that the random encounters would be rolled with disadvantage, which was enough.
Yay.
So yeah, you will be able to hide it.
I knew that skill would come in handy eventually.
Yeah, no, that was good. So yeah, you guys will be able to kind of gather your stuff. And Chance, could I have you make another one of those education rolls?
For shizzle.
This time get 2 boost dice. 1 because you're taking your time. 2 because you got it. And go ahead and treat intellect as affiliate. It's going to be able to help you pour over this.
Neat.
Boom.
All right.
So it's going to take you. Intellect is going to take you pretty entirely of the next day, as you guys are kind of reading into them. But by the end of it, you're gonna have a pretty fucking good understanding of this work, and including the fact that you were able to power these.
Oh,
As when
sick.
anybody else who had anima magic would be able to power it, because as is behind it, while it does using fire magic, you all are pretty confident that you could very easily jet magic. So literally anybody of here could likely power the thing.
Sick.
Function, all it's anything that's missing is not critical function. It's mostly just additional things that make it a little potent to take out of the eye. X would make it easier to direct the balloon in a specific direction. And also things that might possibly help it not fall out of the sky if your mage falls on this. So kind of version of this flying machine. And yeah, do 1 second. And later into the next day after you guys kind of lay low and you'll be able to recover from injuries and critical injuries. I'll have, which I will before next. Not going to be doing anything else in this. But later that evening, Lynn, you hear a whistle. And you heard it plenty of times before. It's from Reno's people.
Oh,
and they not too long afterward, Rolf is going to ride with 2. One just another member of the rabble, and the other a rather striking woman with 6 arms. The scorpion Lagus that you've seen around from time to time. She is very heavily scarred, very very scrappy looking, and wears a perpetual scowl on her face. But Reno, the fox Lagus, missing his right leg, he rides up and he'll dismount carefully, and he'll go up and he kind of looks up at the device that you guys have. I imagine you guys have kind of found a cliffside and have kind of like made like a temporary base camp up and around that, and he kind of like looks up and. You guys sure found something good, didn't you? Nice work, nice work.
well, he clicks his hands together for a second.
Completely.
Is it just us?
Hello.
There we go.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, I think Discord had a hiccup. There we go. Okay, repeat what you just said, Brian.
he says, "Well, it wasn't just us, or it wasn't us. It was that girl." And he snaps his fingers together, thinking for a second. Vic.
I suppose I'm not surprised at that one.
That said, it certainly is a find, and it's gonna piss him off when we use it against him.
I wager they've got a few more of those in the factories. If you're able to take those, well, that might come in handy. Needless to say, I have a couple things you might want.
Oh,
Let me see how good he did with his recon. Too much about.
that's the
Are we good now?
I think we're good.
You sound
Okay.
good.
Hooray! Okay, as I was saying, the only things we've seen, there's only two things that we've been able to tell. First off, Jacob Mara. First off, he got himself captured, as we noticed. Second off, he's not left Emnet. But Magister Darlton has.
what?
He shrugs. I can't exactly say why, but it seems he's heading back up towards Arcanon.
How long ago?
Late, very late last night. I'm guessing he was trying to be clandestine. Luckily, we're rather good at noticing.
Alone? He left alone?
With a number of his Dark Knights. I can't say what, but not having to deal with him with the factories might come in handy.
It also seems a little too convenient for him to just leave Jacob.
I didn't see Jacob with him. If we're lucky, we might be able to find. If we're lucky, we might be able to find him if we're able to hit these factories, which is rather good. I'd rather not get yelled at by Etne herself. She'd be rather cross with us if we lost her pet cowboy. Even if we found the old model, he gestures in the direction of where Flint's like smoking bylays.
Mm. Yeah.
If I heard that, I laughed a little bit.
Still, him leaving doesn't exactly make me feel better.
No, not at all. It's actually incredibly ominous and unfortunate. If he would have stayed there, maybe we could have taken him out of the picture. Unfortunately, in this case, we might just have to fight him in. We might just have to take him down later.
What about Azala and Nathaniel Kane? Is he still there?
We didn't see him leave. Doesn't mean he's still there, but wouldn't be surprised. Not to mention, I'm not sure if you know the history of Jacob's unicorn. It used to belong to the Paladins. I wouldn't be surprised if he's having a bit of fun. And when I say fun, it could be torture.
Does he have a thing for stealing unicorns?
Who,
Actually, you
Jake?
know what? You know what? I didn't see that, so never mind.
Jacob has a thing for stealing things. It's what makes him so endearing.
Well, whatever you say. Hopefully we can rescue him, but Well, factories are the priority at the moment.
Of course. When it's time to move in, let us know your plans. We'll have a couple of our own, and we'll see if we can't make a distraction. I think it'd be wise if the big guys tried to focus on on the largest of the production facilities. My people can custom cast some of the other ones, maybe draw some of their forces away. Oh, basically, he said, you guys will probably hit the main factory, and the smaller factories and production facilities, they'll cause some distractions at and try and divert people away.
I see.
Of course, depending on whatever plan you guys develop. I imagine it will be something unexpected.
Well, plan. Yeah, we should probably work on that.
Might be a good idea. I mean, unless we all just wanted to march on in there and demand politely that they hand the factories over. Though we would probably need a hostage for that one.
Normally, I'm a fan of winging it. However, I promised a few people I'd readjust my normal strategy.
No winging it in this scenario. Although I appreciate the ability to adapt on the fly.
So if we can get some chaos going on inside as well as outside, I think that might be our best bet.
Well, there's that bomb I stole.
There is that bomb, and if there's Tagwa and Lagus inside, some of them will be willing to fight.
Again, let's avoid that. They've
Anything
gone through enough bullshit.
Anything can be a weapon if you're holding it right, after all. Especially if it's a weapon.
I'm just implying those that want to fight there, Lynn. I think some of them, given the opportunity, you won't be able to hold them back, personally.
Honestly, you're probably right.
And in the chaos, those that don't want to fight can possibly get out.
Or get trampled to death.
Be a bit more optimistic.
And it is heavily guarded, but if you bring individuals what aren't very well recognized or well known, you might be able to sneak in, cause a little bit of excitement to start the show. While the rest of your friends perhaps a maiden voyage. He gestures over to the blood.
Ophelia.
She'll yes.
This thing about semi-transparent, harder to see.
She thinks she says, at least until we get closer, I can at least conceal it. Hide it until the last moment. I'd be more than willing to try.
If we can get it concealed up under the distraction, even slightly hanging attention and the chaos, we might be able to go in through the roof.
Were we at Arcanons, there's no way that would work, but out here in Amnet, might just be able to pull it.
Later in the evening, seeing conditions aren't the best, it might be better. Perhaps the weather outside.
And Reno gets a smile, and he says, you know, Lynn, you're pretty good at lying.
Pretty good.
Have you
He has
ever
an offended look.
Have you ever considered picking up a day career as a factory worker?
He does have a point, but most wolf, not as...
I always did want to try my hand at factory work.
You and whoever else be up to the task can acquire some uniforms and some clearances to work in the factory. It's not hard, after all. Put in a nice hard day's work and then just tear it all apart. How's that sound?
You know, I might know someone that's not quite as recognizable anyway. And then Misty looks at Wilson. who's average Joe man as fuck.
He is, actually. I'm bloody shite at lying, but I sure can pick things up and move them around pretty damn well.
Lynn's gonna walk up to him, wrap an arm around his neck. It's alright. I'll do the talking. Although, I guess I need to change the way I talk.
Okay, I think we're back. And
Ah.
and he's like, all right. I spent enough time with a couple of folks. All right, and he kind of rolls his shoulders a little bit, and then he gets like a really like glum looking scowl on his face, and just like makes a humming sound and just nods.
Look at
Yep.
this effective.
You got it.
And he smiles and he like nods, like very pleased with himself, like, yeah, I got
No.
this.
No. Stick with
Oh,
this.
right. 9 to 5, working all day.
There we go.
Hang on, I'm gonna go practice moving some boxes. He like jokes as he's just gonna move some boxes around and then take some alcohol out of the boxes and start drinking the alcohol.
There we go. Now,
Just gonna stop the. Okay.
Okay, I can hear you.
Hey. Okay. And Reno smiles. He said, "I'd offer to come with, but well." He looks down at his leg. I might be a little noticeable. I can't imagine there's too many fox lagoos that have undergone a certain form of amputation, has there? You'll have to have fun without me on this one, Lynn.
darn. I hate having fun without you.
I'll coordinate the rest of the rebel forces, try and infiltrate the city and get in when the time is right. I'll leave it up to you as to what the signal will be for that, and the rest of you, I suppose, will either be in wait on the vessel nearby with your friend. He looks up at the wyvern, or whatever else you're planning on doing. And Vic nods, and she says, "I reckon I can have the riders ready to swoop at the when the moment's right. Cause more distractions and whatnot, but I'd be real appreciative if you could find out where they're keeping Jake if he's still in the city. We can get him out of there." And she kind of trails off at that. And Flint nods. He says, "Don't worry, little miss. If he's still got his head attached to his shoulders and he's still in that town, you best be right. I'm gonna find him and give him a good licking for throwing himself onto the bus for me, or under the cart. Sorry." And Reno kind of clasps together. Sounds like a plan. And let all of our dogs make sure that we're ready to cause some mayhem in a day. Or keep us posted if there's anything else that you communicate.
I need to change clothes.
And he That can be arranged. I'll see what I can do about getting you some downtrodden clothes. I'm sure you'll love them.
Bite me.
He like grins at you, pressing his teeth, and he'll turn and will back up, allowing the time, just aiming for her. She's still above like, everything generally. And yeah, they'll mount and they'll. Honestly, that's what I'll probably for it's getting to be that time in Discord's pooping on. So this week you guys for everything, get everything, and then I get factory.
These have been 2 full sessions, right?
Yes.
So I have 200 extra money.
Yes, correct. You got all the money for those.